Coming upon ideas is elusive. Although you don't know if you're the only one having this particular idea, you feel you must care about it. And maybe it feels like you own it. More important is the question if this idea is good for you. If it makes you work, then it's good. As a creator, working means crafting, creating. You don't make ideas, you come upon them. You receive them like presents. Someone else could come upon the same idea at the same time. So the matter is how and where you got this idea and what you do with it. Creators live from ideas. It's our food. Take care that your fridge is filled with different ideas. Working on one idea can be frustrating. Working on several ideas makes you busy, but both things can help each other and put things into perspective. Are you in need of new ideas? Then go out. Don't sit still. Move. Getting ideas is the same as meeting people and making new friends. You won't meet them sitting on the couch watching TV. For me, it's like ideas float around in the atmosphere, and I only pick them up by walking, running, or cycling, not by sitting and thinking. I thought it couldn't be a bad idea to tell a bit more about where my idea came from in that other video, to speak about owning and using. I know that desire of keeping how it is when things are really going well. So when I reach something really important for me, something big, it feels like I can reach this because of the time was well, and I meet the right people, and I make the best paintings. And then, of course, I wish that time could stand still. Of course, for me, paintings are very important. My paintings are important for me, although I know that these are only things, pieces of paper behind glass. But they are important for me and they work for me. I only have to show them and people will know quite well who I am, what I'm able to make. But I don't want to spend time on the matter if people have the right to print these paintings on a wall, for example. That's what you saw in the other video for this project here in this office. I know that there is a right here in Holland that you have to buy as a client before you use a painting that you bought. So you can buy a painting and then the painting is yours, but you don't have the right to print it on a wallpaper and to sell it, or a postcard or whatever. But for me, it doesn't matter. For me, it's more important to get closer to that where this painting came from. And that's something which is maybe not mine, but it is something. It's mysterious. But it's so important to stay close to that source. You know what I mean? It's not easy to explain this in another language for me, but this is the only thing that matters. So you make things, you make art, for example, because you stay close to this source and you try to have a living that make it easy for you to rely on your creativity and to work on your creativity. You know what I mean? And then you make things, and I sell these things. But what I sell is not paper, because the paper is cheaper than the painting. I sell my time, I think, and it gives me the opportunity to go on, because I don't have to find another job. So I can evolve my ideas and my skills every day. Well, it's not easy to explain, but I think a lot of you know what I'm talking about. For me, I think it's dangerous to keep things how they are when you think everything is going on well, because this is not where it came from. It's about keeping an open mind, because time passes by, things are changing, and the same with paintings. It's not that this painting is important, but the importance was that you had to make this painting. It came from an idea, skills, time, focus, curiosity. Maybe that's more clear than using the word source, but all these things are the source where the paintings in my work, and it could be sculptures or books or whatever, songs as well, that's the source where it comes from. And no one can steal this. People can steal paintings and rights and do wrong, but no one can steal this. This is something mysterious, and it's important to stay very close to this source without knowing what it exactly is. But it's not about keeping and not about rights. It's about using.
For now, I'm enjoying on my own.
That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, with the internet today, I feel like the gallery model is slowly dying away anyway. Unless, like you said, unless it's a very big gallery, which
Yeah.
the standard is like way higher now because I
Storage. Yeah. And then they sell it online and they want to make a commission. It's pretty expensive, but it's included. It's a
Maar kunnen we niet het paspartout, kunnen we niet de lijst een beetje kleiner maken om heel veel uit te sparen qua geld?
Ik weet niet of die te bruin is. Ik ben bang van wel namelijk. Nee. Ik vind hem niet verkeerd.
Oh ja.
Anders staat hij er zo ineens.
Ja, nee.
Oh ja, ik zag een continuïteitsfoutje bij jou in de film.
Vertel.
Moet ik even nadenken wat dat was. Maar... Want wanneer heb je deze nodig, Titus? En als je dit dan zeg maar zo doet. En dan, want je draait nu. Krijg je dat. Of aan deze kant, voor de kijkers.
Ja, dat goud met dat blauw. Joh, dat
Ja, dit is super.
Ja.
Dit is gewoon zo mooi. Dit zou je eigenlijk gewoon zo kunnen inlijsten.
It's good to smell that oil paint smell again here in the studio. It's been a while since I painted with oil. The last time was a house portrait for, oh yeah, the smaller one with the sun, the position of the sun that I changed. And this one is a house that these people just left, so they moved to another house, and this one will hang on their wall in a few weeks as a memory of their old house. Next week will be busy. I think I don't find any time. I will not find any time to finish this one. I have to visit a few locations for other paintings, and I will go to the framer with the client for the watercolor painting I just finished this week. We will find a nice frame for it at the framer. And then I have to frame a few things myself, smaller ones. Because the gallery here in town, I worked for over 25 years with them, but they are going to stop. It's time for them. They will retire. We had a very good collaboration. They sold a lot, and they did a lot. But as you probably know, most of my work is commissioned work, so there isn't any hurry to find another one. I'm working with other galleries in the country as well, but I would love to have another good gallery in this town as well. They will stop in December, so last week I visited 2 gallery owners here in town, and I had a chat with them. And a chat with a new gallery owner is always tricky. And we all struggle with this, I think. They don't know who you are. They don't sometimes even know what you make. And if they know you, it's not a guarantee that they want to sell you work. So they brought me upon the idea for the next video, because this is really something interesting to talk about and tell a bit more. So the next video will be a video about how to enter a new gallery as an artist, if you even want to enter a gallery, and if you want, what could be a good way to do it. And then we will go together next week in the next video to the south of our country with a lot of my watercolor paintings, and we will visit there a large gallery to meet 2 gallery owners over there. So I'm really excited. I would like to show you how this works, but we have to wait a week, and for now it's weekend. Thank you so much again for watching, and thank you for your comments, and enjoy your weekend. See you next week.